Now to another of the biggest news stories of 2011, the road to 2012. Now, we've interviewed all the GOP presidential candidates here on the record, and we've talked jobs, economy, foreign policy, and illegal immigration. And during the past 12 months, each of the candidates has had high points and low points. Here are some of the highlights from the presidential hopefuls and from those who decided not to run.
I'm Mitt Romney. I believe in America, and I'm running for president of the United States.
I'm Tim Pawlenty, and I'm running for president of the United States.
I'm running for president of the United States.
I came here to declare my candidacy for the Republican nomination for president of the United States of America.
I announce formally my candidacy for president of the United States.
I'm a candidate for the office of president of the United States of America.
I'm Newt Gingrich, and I'm announcing my candidacy for president of the United States.
I declare to you today as a candidate for president of the United States.
How fast can we start getting jobs?
Well, the plan that I've put together, we've gone through and analyzed what impact it'll have, and it's 59 different action steps. It's not just one or two silver bullets. It's 59 steps. The plan I've put in place will create growth in the economy of 4% per year over the next 4 years, and it will create 11.5 million jobs. So that's putting Americans back to work right away. It's going to do a terrific job in improving our incomes, getting America energy independent, and making sure that we remain the nation that is the #1 job creator in the world.
People have had it. They're fed up with where we are financially, $14.3 trillion in debt. This cancer has got to be cut out. And one of the most important and powerful tools we have in getting us there is a balanced budget amendment.
We need to prioritize right now. We need to reform the entitlement programs right now. And we need to have a dramatic cut in the spending that we have. We're building up a welfare state that's not helping our economy.
As disheartened by everyone else by the mess that Washington is today, and I think I really could make a pretty big difference, and that's why I'm running, and that's why at newt.org we have laid out a contract with America for the 21st century that I think is a very bold document, but it relies on the American people.
My 999 plan levels the playing field, it expands the base, and it stops politicians from being able to pick winners and losers. That will get this economy going.
Right.
Now, one other point very quickly. One other point very quickly. This economy is on life support. It's on life support. That's why my plan is as bold as it is.
Nobody's putting capital expenditures into their business because they can't see around the bend. They can't see what health care reform is going to cost them. They can't see what financial services reform is going to cost them. We need to get the regulatory monkey off our back. We need to get a competitive tax code, and we need to get on with things like energy independence.
The economy is very different in the world that we're living in now, and I think Americans are looking for executive leadership that actually has some experience of creating jobs. And there's not anybody standing on the stage on the Republican side that can match my job creation record.
Minnesota's former governor Tim Pawlenty wanted to be president. He announced, he campaigned, he debated, said some harsh things about his Republican competitors, and then the Iowa straw poll. He hated those results, so he jumped out of the race for the White House. But he's back with a surprise. Governor Tim Pawlenty joins. Good evening, sir.
Good evening to you, Greta.
So the big surprise is you are now a co-chair
of Governor Romney's campaign for president. And, you know, look, the next president of the United States is going to have to lead at a historic level on jobs and the economy.
Trump announced he is pulling himself out of the race for the White House, but in making his exit, he let it be known that he would have won.
My answer is clear and firm. I will not seek the Republican nomination for president this year.
I've been adamant about the fact that I would not run for president. My language was clear and direct, no matter how many times I was asked the question. For me, the answer was never anything but no.
You decided it's a no. Why?
Decided it's a no, Greta, because after prayerful consideration and a lot of discussion with the family, I concluded that I believe I can be an effective voice and a real decisive role in helping get true public servants elected to office.
One thing I will promise American people, and is that within 12 months of my inaugural, that border will be secure and it will be shut down.
First, you know, we build the fence. Number two, we enforce the law. and that is that we don't allow people who are in this country to work here illegally. And when we do find people here illegally and we go through the process of deportation, that does not mean, as someone suggested, you know, that I want to send bands of people out to try to find everybody who's here illegally, but we simply enforce the law that's in place.
When I'm in charge of the fence, we're going to have a fence. It's going to be 20 feet high. It's going to have barbed wire on the top. It's going to be electrified. And there's going to be a sign on the other side that says, "It will kill you." When I made the statement about the electric fence, I was at a rally, and I did it more in jest. Here's my real answer and real solution to this whole problem. We must secure the border for real, and it would involve part of it being a fence, part of it being technology, and part of it being boots on the ground.
What's your plan?
Well, one of the things we're not going to do is support amnesty. There's not anybody that's going to be, I don't care whether you've been here 25 days or 25 years, there's not going to be amnesty involved in the program. Americans have made it very clear that they're not going to support amnesty.
The first thing you have to do is control the border to stop the flow. I think you have to go to a guest worker program that is outsourced to American Express, Visa, or MasterCard, so there isn't massive corruption and massive fraud. You have to have very substantial penalties for employers who hire people illegally.
We need to stop the benefits and the magnets that draw people into the United States that have created this issue of anchor babies. We can do this legislatively, and I think that we need to stop all taxpayer subsidy of illegal aliens, and this is a good place to start.
It's always more fun to win, isn't it?
It's a lot more fun to win, especially when the people are sending two distinct messages from this Florida straw poll. Number one, the voice of the people is stronger than the voice of the media. The second message is more powerful than money.
Big news in Iowa, at least for Representative Michelle Bachmann, winning the straw poll.
First of all, we need to offer her congratulations because she really didn't even start running in Iowa till about 2.5 months ago. So what she was able to pull together very quickly is interesting and wonderful for her.
As of today, with a lot of prayer and soul searching, I am suspending my presidential campaign.
Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, former President George W. Bush, they all made headlines in 2011. From the Arab Spring to the killing of Osama bin Laden, we took you inside all the hottest political stories of the year. From the Middle East to Washington, D.C., the top political leaders went on the record. Tell your parents.